Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com.
Ones, empaths, there could have been times during the relationship with this narcissist involved in your life where you'd had enough. You tried to pull away. They might have begged for you back. They might have pleaded with you, and there may have been myriad of times that, off and on relationship where you tried to get away, But you see, all of these incidences cause the narcissist involved in your life a lot of hurt, a lot of narcissistic injuries. And they basically conjure up a plan to go for the penultimate breakup. And they could do this for a reverse discard way where they're treating you mean, so you actually finish it with them, or alternatively they could just finish it with you. And you may have been on the reverse end of things now, so you were used to being the one that, it was them begging for you back, and you find yourself in a situation where you're kind of pleading for them, and they loved every minute of it. They loved every minute of it. They thought it through. They planned it out. They did. They planned this out. They really planned this out. And they could have done little temperament checkers. I made a video earlier on about the silent treatment. They could have just done little temperament checkers, like going silent on you, ignoring you for a little bit. And they saw that you don't respond well to that. And you need communication, which is what a healthy relationship does need, healthy communication. Even in a breakup, or two genuine people that want to go their separate ways, like, it should always be done by talking, because you'll probably both reach an amicable decision. You'll probably both reach a decision, like, if one of you realizes the other one's not interested anymore, as much as it might hurt one of you, or you probably sit down, have a tea or a coffee and talk things through and say, okay, no, maybe it's for the best, and you'll say goodbye, and it'll be done in a healthy way. The narcissist involved in your life doesn't like to do this. They don't like to do this at all. They want to make it as toxic fueled as possible. So usually the breakups are catastrophic, heartbreaking, really painful. But what you got to see is, you may not even be aware, and I should have probably brought this to your attention earlier, but there were times during the relationship that you'd had enough. You'd had enough, and they saw it in you. You might not have even connected the dots in your mind to know that you'd had enough, but they saw it in your body language. They saw it in the way that you looked at them. They saw it in the way that you spoke to them. Like, they were skating on thin ice with you. They knew this. The abuse had got too much, and they were really skating on thin ice, and they knew this. So they knew that they need to push you away for a breakup, the finale, the big end, They probably tried to line up a new source of supply during this time as well. Sorry to trigger, it's not trying to trigger any of you here, but they most probably do that because they can't be by themselves. But then, they push you away, and you're in hurt, you're in pain, you're thinking to yourself, this isn't how things usually go. During times where maybe you wanted to end it, you'd probably sit down and have a discussion with them, and they would always manipulate and worm their way back in. But this time around, you find yourself, they're not responding to you, they're not reciprocating. Well, they don't reciprocate what you say anyway, but I mean, they're not being coherent, they're not communicating with you, and you find yourself in a situation when time and time again, when the roles were reversed, they would beg and they would plead and they would cry and they would say they're sorry and they'll do all of these things, and you would end up letting your guard back down and letting them back in, And this time around, you find yourself, they're like a brick wall, And it's very shocking for the system. It's very, very shocking for the system, because you've been through these kind of situations before, but they were very, they were the one that was trying to, well, not trying to repair it, but they were the one that was more begging for you back than you begging for them back. And you would sit down and have these discussions with them, but they want to deny you this. The narcissist involved in your life wants to deny, they have to deny the final talk. They know if they give you the final talk, you know, the final sit down like adults, the final talking things through, you'll be healed. You won't need to go on, you might be hurt afterwards, but you won't need to go on the healing journey like it entails for you now. If they just gave you that final talk, maybe meeting up somewhere in a neutral location, having a coffee or having a tea, or having a drink or something, and talking things through and saying, look, it's better for you to both go, it's better for, you know, you to go both your separate ways, you know, you'd probably totally end up, you'd be in agreement with them. You might be a bit sad, but you'd think to yourself, no. But they deny you that. All narcissists deny that. That's why there's a community of victims of narcissistic abuse that have been denied the closure that they really needed. The narcissist must deny you closure. They must deny you closure. Now, this is why you need to get the closure from other ways. Okay, and what I mean by this is seeing them move on very quickly with a new supply. Don't let it hurt you. Let that be your closure. Let that be speak another language to you for you to see that this person wasn't the person who you thought they were. Let their actions, their behavior be your closure. Them being horrible, them being mean, them being disgusting, them being disrespectful. Let that be your closure, because then you realize that this person is not who they made themselves out to be, especially during the early encounters of the relationship. You see? But look, they do this, they push for the breakup, but now they regret it. They're out there, they're with the new suppliers, and they miss the person like you by their side. Oh God, do they need you by their side? They need you by their side. You don't understand how much of an impact you was in the life of the narcissist. You was a tremendous impact in the life of this narcissist involved in your life. A real tremendous impact. And they struggle. They struggle to bear without you in it. There was so much positive things that you brought to the relationship. So much. And you can never refute that. Is that the word? You can never not see that. Don't put yourself down. Like, you brung so much to them. And now they're suffering. They have their new supply, the life they wanted. They have their new supply, the life they wanted, right? They have that. But they want you. And the problem is because they're the one that pushed you away. This is what gets them in the catch-22. They know they've pushed you away. If they open up to you and let you know that they still want you, they view that as a weakness. They view that as room for you to reject them. They're aware that you're hurt, you've been denied closure, you're fragile at this moment in time. So they don't, a lot of the times. They don't actually let you know. They honestly more go in the other direction of trying to make you jealous, to try and make you message them, or, you know, if they move on with someone quickly and display it on their social media, they want you to message them and say, oh, you've moved on so quickly. Like, that's what they would rather, you see? But like I said in the other video that I made today, your silence hurts them. Go quiet, you know? Focus on yourself. Focus on your healing. You know, they're the one that pushed you away. But I guarantee you, if you get your mind right, if you realize that this parasite does not deserve you, if you start to realize that you can do better than them, very early on, you need to incorporate this in your thinking. Very early on, you realize you can do better than them. Even if you're not actively searching for something better, but you know you can do better than them, right? You realize that this has happened for a reason and it's beneficial to your soul. You realize that you've actually got rid of dead wood, so to speak. You've got rid of something that was no benefit to you, right? This will create an energy shift, and they'll feel it in their spirit that you are actually healing, right? And they will be forever in regret about losing you. They will be forever in regret about losing you, right? For pushing you away. You will always be that person that they pushed away that they can't get back now. And no matter who they go with, no matter which person they go with, they will always remember you. And this isn't a fairy tale. This isn't a fantasy. This is the fact, because you're a chosen one and an empath, and you are a pleasure to be around. You are a real blessing to be around to anyone's life that you're involved in, right? And sometimes the way that it works is just when someone loses you, that's the only time they know. So if you'd like to know more about why your silence hurts the narcissist more than their silence does to you, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.